Good morning. This is Pastor Brian, and I want to thank you for joining me today as we read a psalm a day. Today we are reading Psalm 42 together. I'll be reading from the Common English Bible. And as I pulled this up today, I see that in the Bible here it says that we are in Book 2 of the Psalms. And one of the notes that I actually have says that Psalm 42 and 43 are likely at one point one psalm, and then at some point they got split. And there's two reasons why scholars probably think that. One, Psalm 43 does not have a title like almost every other psalm does, and Psalm 43 also includes some refrains that appear in Psalm 42. So verses 5 and 11 of Psalm 42 have a refrain that's exactly the same. And then in Psalm 43 verse 5, it has that same exact refrain. So maybe they were separate and they were written maybe back to back. Or maybe they were originally one single psalm. We will be reading them as two separate psalms because that is how they appear in our Bible today. And so let's get into Psalm 42. Just like a deer that craves streams of water, my whole being craves you, God. My whole being thirsts for God, for the living God. When will I come and see God's face? My tears have been my food both day and night as people constantly questioned me. Where's your God now? But I remember these things, as I bear in my soul how I made my way to the Mighty One's abode, to God's own house with joyous shouts and thanksgiving songs, a huge crowd celebrating the festival. Why, I ask myself, are you so depressed? Why are you so upset inside? Hope in God, because I will again give him thanks, my saving presence, and my God. My whole being is depressed. That's why I remember you from the land of Jordan and Hermon, from Mount Mizar. Deep called to deep at the noise of your waterfalls. All your massive waves surged over me. By day the Lord commands his faithful love. By night his song is with me, a prayer to the God of my life. I will say to God, my solid rock, why have you forgotten me? Why do I have to walk around sad, oppressed by enemies? With my bones crushed, my foes make fun of me, constantly questioning me. Where's your God now? Why, I ask myself, are you so depressed? Why are you so upset inside? Hope in God, because I will again give him thanks, my saving presence, and my God. That's the end of Psalm 42. So what did you think? What did you like? What didn't you like? Write it down. Share it with a friend. Share it with us. We love hearing from you. And I think it's wonderful to write them down and write down what kind of psalm you think it is. Like, what category does it fit into? One of the things that really stuck out to me was that refrain, and I wasn't actively thinking about which verses they were from when I mentioned it at the beginning. But, again, in this psalm, like in some of the other ones we've heard, the psalmist is having a difficult time with the people around him attacking him verbally and otherwise. And so he's having a hard time with what's going on. And what I love about that refrain is I think it's a great refrain for, like a little mantra, I guess. I can't think of another word for it at the moment. But during meditation, Christian meditation, one of the things they say is to repeat a phrase over and over like a mantra, which is what I was thinking about when I saw this refrain, and I thought it would be great, if we're having a difficult time, to say this verse, this phrase over again. Or maybe not over and over, but at least say to yourself, why, I ask myself, are you so depressed? Why are you so upset inside? Hope in God, because I will again give him thanks, my saving presence and my God. I love that, even when things are bad, here's something that we can say. To say, God, I'm having a difficult time, but let's give it to you. Let's give you thanks because you are my God. You are my saving presence. You are the one that I give thanks to and for everything that I have in my life, even if things aren't going well. So I love that refrain, and I am just kind of curious as to what it will look like in Psalm 43, and maybe we can look at and see what we think about. Do they look like they go together after we finish Psalm 43 tomorrow? So again, take some time to think about this psalm, to write down your thoughts and about what you got out of it. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and God bless.